You're watching the Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise. If you would please rise, ladies and gentlemen, go on your feet as we present the colors and sing the national anthem. Please rise, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your national anthem sung by Allison Taylor from West Palm Beach. Allison.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at our twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Allison Taylor, West Palm Beach. Fantastic job. Have a round of applause. Stay on your feet, ladies and gentlemen. Stay on your feet. We're getting ready to rock and roll here, ladies and gentlemen. Fort Lauderdale, let me hear you make a little bit of noise. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your thunder sticks together. If you got 'em, let me hear you, Fort Lauderdale. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's the Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series. Florida Open. Are you ready? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shortly, and we're going to present for our wins on the California Airline. Put your hands together for Whitney Pavlik. And her partner, ladies and gentlemen, ran out of Nebraska from Nebraska 7 times a winner. Put it together for Jenny Kropp. Your number 2 seeded team, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for her. Let me hear you, Fort Lauderdale. Their opponents, ladies and gentlemen, just currently 4 times winner online defensive player of the year at WC San Diego for Ventura, California. Put your hands together for Brooke Hanson. Their partner, ladies and gentlemen, at UCLA from Carlsbad, California, 6 times a winner. Put it together for Fendrick. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 against number 2. It's the Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series Florida Open. One more time, Fort Lauderdale. Let me hear you make some noise. Let's go, Whitney. Let's go, Jenny. Let's go, Brooke. Let's go, Lauren. Right now.
Well, thank you very, very much, Matt Romanowski, and a huge high five to all of our players out there. Women's Championship about to go right now. And don't forget, we've also got Alex Curry down there. I'm Luke Van Valen. Tremendous to be out here, folks. And those of you joining us online and here in Florida, this is the Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series Florida Open Women's Championship. And Brooke Hanson set to fire here in game one. Same format, rally scoring all the way through. And Brooke Hanson wasting no time. Nice big smackdown right there. Good for the first point of the match. 1-0 right there. Brooke Hanson stepping back. Nice defense from Whitney Pavlik and Jenny Kropp on the far side. And big high hit right there. Unfortunately not getting where it needed to be. That's going to make things 2-0. And I'm joined again by Matt Romanowski up here in the booth as we prepare for Brooke Hanson. 2-0.
And Brooke's serve, just a little, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, being down there on Stadium Court, it is hot. It is hot down there. The sand's scorching. The guys doing a great job trying to keep the sand cooled off of players. Pavlik back to serve. Of course, if you're just joining us, our women's final, both of these teams advancing after today, undefeated so far in the tournament.
And Fendrick serves nicely. High floaty shot right there down the middle. Jenny Kropp getting a piece of it. It's going to make things 4-1. Here's Lauren Fendrick yet again.
Up here. Why no one?
Hey, come on, let's go.
And a good eye right there. Solid communication as well between the gals from California, UC Santa Barbara and UCLA. Here's UCLA's Lauren Fendrick.
Nice excellent effort by Brooke Hanson. Huge block by Jenny Kropp off the hands of Hanson. As we switch sides, we'll take a look at the replay. Jenny Kropp getting up high. Brooke Hanson almost getting the chicken wing in there.
Yeah.
Popping her up. Ball shifting just away. Jenny Kropp back to serve.
And Lauren Fendrick, nicely done right there. Big hit down. Pavlik not quite getting the dig she was looking for there. That's going to make things 6-2. Here comes Brooke Hanson.
Serve sales just about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the outside court of Deadert, slide on in. Plenty of seats available here for our ladies' final. And we have a fun service contest coming up after this match, and of course, our men's final. With serve finds the net. 7-3, Fendrick Hanson with the lead.
And Lauren Fendrick firing up right there, and that was a call from the referee, excuse me. Point awarded right there to Fendrick Hanson. That's going to be 8-3. And nice shot right there from Jenny Kropp. Cross court, big angled hit. And that one's in 4-8. An opportunity for a bit of a comeback here in game number one. 4 serving 8.
Special announcement to anybody who's sitting on the corners, just kind of make some room so that other people can slide on in. We appreciate that. Anybody who's sitting on the corners of the bleachers, just kind of let people slide on in if you could. Appreciate it. Jenny Kropp back to serve.
Big hit right there from Brooke Hanson, taking it off the fingertips of the opposition. That one flies out of bounds, good for the point. 9, serving 5 on the side change.
And it's Fendrick Hanson with 9. Kropp Pavlik with 5 as we get that adjusted on our online scoreboard. Brooke Hanson.
Oh, nice quick decision right there from Jenny Kropp. Looks like she was going for the set and then quickly smacked that ball down and in. Nicely done. It's going to make the spread 3 points at this juncture. And Whitney Pavlik set to serve.
It's a big swing. Lauren Fendrick off the block. 10-6. Jose Cuervo Pro Beach scoreboard.
Nice top rolling shot right there from Whitney Pavlik. Of course, out of the Laguna Beach area, went to school at California Irvine. Former AVP Rookie of the Year.
Setting heads up play, picking the shot up from Jenny Kropp, Whitney Pavlik, little cutty out of reach of the defenders for the point. 7-11 on the scoreboard out of Nebraska. Jenny Kropp back to serve. Wow, Brooke Hanson delivering airmail. Cross court for the point, 12-7.
Whoa.
Lauren, an outstanding rally on both sides of the net. How about a round of applause for Lauderdale?
Well, it looks like we may have a discrepancy on the scoreboard. Apparently, it's supposed to be 12-8. 12 serving 8. And some discussion on whether that ball was in or not.
It's the best part about the online coverage. You can really hear all the conversation going out on the court. And the call from the ref as we wait.
And they're calling that ball out of bounds on the serve. And ref is Rick Olmstead. There's a shot of Rick right there for our online viewers. And folks, stay with us as women's championship action continues right here from Fort Lauderdale. We'll be back in just a minute. And big ups to Misty May, of course, best of luck in London to her. Of course, some solid success in her career thus far and exciting things going on as we are back to the Florida Open here. I'm joined by Matt Romanowski. What's going on, Matt?
Yeah, we're looking at Kropp and Pavlik, and they defeated Peterson and Marizak. And we're going to throw down on the court to Alex. Alex, what's going on?
toasty down here on Stadium Court. An umbrella I brought for the rain I'm actually using shamelessly to hide from the heat. So these players are doing a great job playing in this boiling sand. Back up to you guys.
Well, thank you very much, Alex. Of course, the heat, difficult to tell for those of you joining us online, but very hot. And Hanson with a great big smack, very high-powered spike right there off the hands of Whitney Pavlik. That ball flies out of bounds, good for the point. That's 13-9. Here's Lauren Fendrick to serve.
Shot by Whitney Pavlik sails just a tad long, going for that deep middle shot between the two defenders, just missing. Scoring a point for Fendrick and Hanson, 14-9. The two-ball attempt by Fendrick, though, finds the net, 10-14. Of course, Kropp, Pavlik defeating Akers and Hochaver, Peterson, Marzek. Take a look at the replay. Dig by Hanson. Oh, nice cutty shot, just missed.
Oh, a diving stab right there from Whitney Pavlik, unable to pass it to her partner right there. That will score to our current leaders, a 5-point differential on the points regard. And here's a look at some of the statistics. Brooke Hanson, 6 kills. Here she is to serve, 15-10. Nice top shot right there from Jenny Kropp. That one finding its way easily to the sand. That's going to make things 11-15 out here. Looking to negotiate a bit of a tightening up between the two scores. 11-15. And a nice big hit right there. Whitney Pavlik will step back to serve. And nice inside top rolling cutty right there from Lauren Fendrick. Solid stuff. Of course, it's the second time we've seen them on Stadium Court here today.
And then Lauren Fendrick with an ace, 2 kills. Brooke Hanson, 6 kills, leading the board. Jenny Kropp with 3 so far as we switch sides here in game number 1. Outstanding communication on both sides of the court with Pavlik getting a kill cross court from point, 13-16. How we doing out there at Fort Lauderdale? You're a great crowd today. Everybody feeling good? Appreciate you coming out, supporting us. Jose Cuervo. Pro Beach Volleyball Series, Florida Open. Jenny Kropp back to serve. Nice heads-up play by Brooke Hanson. Tough serve down the line, pass by Fendrick. Hanson there to poke it in the corner for the point, 17-13 out of UC Santa Barbara. Brooke Hanson, it's your serve.
Oh, and a quick dig right there from Whitney Pavlik, but just out of the fingertip reach of Jenny Kropp. So back again to Brooke Hanson. She'll serve 18-13, maintaining that 5-point spread here in game 1. Big smack right there from Jenny Kropp. And here comes Pavlik. And Lauren Fendrick with a nice big shot down the line. That one good for the point. 19-14. Remember the potential of 3 games out here. First 2 to 21, third one if it's required. We'll go to 15. Here's Fendrick. And big block right there from Lauren. Solid serve and into the block. Lock our things together as we take another look here on the screen. And no choice but to fire hard at the angle to avoid hitting that antenna.
It's a tough serve down the line. And ladies and gentlemen, that is game number 1. Let me hear you make some noise, Fort Lauderdale.
They can't get the hose, they'll get a bottle. They'll get a bottle if you put it down there.
21-14.
Well, folks, we'd like to hook you up with a little bit of an interesting subject. We're going to toss to a video right now of Jenny Kropp talking a little bit about team unity. Check this out.
I think just because like we're out there together, and so when we're out there fighting, we're doing it together the whole time. There's not, you know, any fighting really between us, and the only way we win is when we're both like there together, playing together, talking to each other. If there's any kind of tension and we're having issues, you're not going to win. And I think that's the big part of us, is that we definitely talk all of our issues out, so when we get to those points and we're telling each other, hey, this set needs to be like this, or I need you to talk more, it's not petty, it's not yelling at each other, it's you're telling the person what you need, and we're ready to go. So we're ready at that time to really step and go forward. And you know, we tasted what winning feels like last year and the big win, so that definitely helped to know what we want to keep going to. So when you need that last little push, we know what we're going for.
Well, excuse me, that of course was Whitney Pavlik talking about her partner Jenny Kropp on that little video that we just saw for those of you joining us online. And there's a look at the team. Of course, quality unity right there certainly leads to success. We've seen a lot of that in the past. Of course, down by 1 game here in the championship of the Florida Open. Big things going our way, and of course the heat being attended to a little bit. Some water going out on the court there. Of course, I'm Luke Van Valen, joined here by Matt Romanowski. We've got Alex Curry down there in the crowd, letting us know a lot of what's taking place throughout the outer courts leading up to this point, because now, Matt, all the action is located right here on Stadium Court.
Oh, absolutely, and the crowd has been fantastic. We know that it's been really hot out here the last 2 days, and hats off to them. And of course, gotta have hats off to all the referees. You guys do a great job standing out in the hot sun. We really appreciate all your hard work, dedication, and effort. Thank you so much. And most importantly, the volunteers, guys, for coming out. Thank you all very much. You guys have been fantastic, shagging balls the entire weekend for both the men and the ladies, and doing a fantastic job. And it's not easy, ladies and gentlemen, standing out there in the hot sand and the hot sun. And again, we appreciate it. And of course, most importantly, the crew of Jose Cuervo. You guys rock and roll. Hey, they got here on Sunday. They set this entire setup up in just a monsoon, tons of rain, the heat, the humidity, and those guys gave us this beautiful setup. And what a fantastic job. Hats off to Dave Culpepper and crew. You guys are absolutely awesome. Back to action here. Again, Brooke Hanson, the #1 seeded team of Lauren Fendrick. Brooke Hanson winning game number 1. Again, for those of you just joining us online, we are playing the best 2 out of 3 to 21. If we get to a 3rd game, that'll be the 15 rally scoring. I mean, we score on every point. And hey, there's my sailboat.
Hey, what are they doing out there sailing your boat? You must have
man. You gonna roll back and pick me up?
Holding it down, as we mentioned, beautiful day not only for sailing, but of course beach volleyball, as well as other activities taking place around the beach here. An absolutely beautiful environment for us all to be enjoying. Tremendous stuff about to go down as we push our way closer and closer to game 2. Of course, as far as the traffic of the day, we want to remind you, men's championship action coming up following this championship game. We're back and we are ready. There's a look at Whitney Pavlik. She's ready to fire 0-0. Shot right there. Just out, as you said. Here's Pavlik. Here's Brooke Hanson.
Brooke Hanson doing a great job staying in her defensive position, picking up the roll shot and scoring. 2-1. Again, Brooke Hanson of Ventura, California, 4 times winner, former Defensive Player of the Year for Blue Hat. Serve falls just a bit short. 2-all. Next serve, sailing just a bit long. Again, if you're just joining us online, ladies and gentlemen, Kropp, Pavlik definitely have the good side of the wind in their face. Fendrick back to serve. It's a real tough floaty down the line.
Yeah, it looked like Jenny Kropp tracked that one down, just could not quite get that up. That's going to make things 4-2. Here's Lauren Fendrick.
An outstanding cut shot, Whitney Pavlik. Little spinny cut shot. Using that wind a little bit, brings the ball down a little faster on that side as they switch sides. Pavlik stepping back to serve, trailing 3-4 if you're just joining us. Fendrick and Hanson winning game number 1, 21-14. Service Pavlik.
And Lauren Fendrick firing that one. Judge's call is in, so Brooke Hanson will step back to fire again. You said former Defensive Player of the Year and some solid hits as well, leading kills in this match. Nice finish right there from Jenny Kropp. She knocks one straight to the belt. Good for the point. That's going to make things 4-5. And Kropp set to serve. And Lauren Fendrick keeping it consistent out there. A lot of big high hits throughout the day, both in semifinals and now in the final round, aka the championship. She steps back. Set to serve, Lauren Fendrick.
Service finds a net. 5-6 on the board. Whitney Pavlik back to serve. Nice pickup off the shot, followed by the ripper. Cross court. We're tied up at 6-all. What do you think, Fort Lauderdale?
And the people love it. Let's take a look back here. Nice big hit right there from Lauren. It goes down. Whitney Pavlik finds the dig and sends that one back court. Oh, good hit right there from Brooke Hanson. Chops that one down and in. Side change on the play, tied up at 7. And there it is, Brooke Hanson leading the match with 9 kills. Kropp and Fendrick tied up at 5, and Pavlik with 4. And Brooke Hanson set to serve, 7 apiece. Oh, nice little touch right there. Showing that glorious little finesse shot, finding open space, putting the ball right down in there. Solid stuff from Jenny Kropp. Once again, big shout out to all our volunteers out there helping out, getting the balls where they ought to be. And serve goes long. Ball now to Lauren Fendrick. She's set to serve 8 apiece on the scoreboard here in Game 2 Women's Championship.
Nice, well, high place. Rolly shot over the block, into the wind. Falling down fast. 9-8 advantage. Kropp Pavlik here in game number 2. Whitney Pavlik stepping back to serve.
Beautiful stuff right there from Jenny Kropp, lurking at the net and get that nice little knuckler up and over backcourt style with a bit of a knuckle jumbo. Here's Whitney Pavlik. And with that, we're going to move on. 11-8 on the scoreboard, 11-8. Yes, good finish right there from the Californian.
Nice pick up off the shot. Again, a nice little roll shot down the middle. It scores a point. We'll take a look at the replay.
There's that one-handed dig. Nice big set right there. Pavlik comes in, rolls it down between the opposition. Solid shot for the point.
Outstanding effort as we take a little break. 12-9 on the scoreboard. Kropp Pavlik here in game number 2.
Well, exceptional play from both sides of the net right here on game number 2. And we'd like to go down to the third member of our team, Alex Curry. Alex, where are you?
Thanks, guys. I'm actually up in the stands with Brandon and Robbie, who are really taking advantage of this whole beach experience up here. Nice job, guys. Now, if there was one thing you could ask a pro beach volleyball player, what would it be?
What does it take to get to this level? How hard they have to work and how many tournaments they have to play in to get to this level?
That's a good question. All right, Rob?
What type of salary do you make in a year's work doing volleyball?
All right, it's a little personal there, but if you guys could play against one of these teams, who would it be?
I like the Hanson team, or the Hanson, yes, Hanson.
I don't like this guy, so I'm going with Pavlik.
All right, guys, back over to you.
Oh, thanks a lot, Alex. Funny stuff going on out there. Sounds like the posse's just having a good time on looking and seeing, you know, a little bit of what it takes to become a professional volleyball player, and that is the ability to work really hard in serious heat, or in some cases, snow. You just got to be ready for anything. It's a real dynamic immersion into whatever may potentially come your way, is it not?
One thing's for sure, the players at this level absolutely work very hard, train very hard in the off-season, eat right. Nutrition's a huge part of their success. And Brooke Hanson stepping back to serve. Jose Cuervo, Pro Beach Volleyball. How about a round of applause, Fort Lauderdale? Outstanding rally, yields a point, Fendrick and Hanson. Here in game 2, 10-12, Brooke Hanson of Ventura, California. It's your serve.
Nice shot right there from Jenny Kropp.
Jenny Kropp mixing it up, a little off-speed shot just out of the reach of the defender on 2. Scoring the point 13-10. And again, outstanding defense on both sides of the net by both Pavlik and Hanson. Exactly what we talked about at the beginning of this match. 2 great blockers, 2 great defenders, and that's what we're seeing here on Stadium Court in Fort Lauderdale. Jenny Kropp back to serve.
And solid defensive play right there. Jenny Kropp once again taking advantage of the height and lurking at that net, finding anything close, poking it back court. Good for the point, 14-10.
Brooke Hanson's shot finds the net, yields a point to Kropp and Pavlik. 15-10. Of course, if you're just joining us, Fendrick and Hanson winning game number 1. Kropp and Pavlik trying to even it up here in 2. So Pokey off the block, sailing out of bounds. That'll score point 11-15. And Lauren Fendrick, 6 kills, a block, and 2 aces so far in this match as she steps back to serve.
And right there, Brooke Hanson running for that angled shot. Pavlik with a quick decision up and over the block down the line. Good for the point. It's going to knock things up 16-11, maintaining that 5-point lead right here in game 2. Here's Pavlik. Serve goes wide, so side change on the play right now. Game 2, women's championship action continues. Big ups to both teams thus far. You feeling it out there, Fort Lauderdale? What do you think?
Brooke Hanson will step back to serve. Oh, that's a big tough serve, cross forward off the tape. Scored a point 13-16. Brooke Hanson stepping back to serve. Blue hat facing forward. Or white visor. Lauren Fendrick. The Spalding ball running the tightrope and just falls right out of bounds. Take a look at the replay on that one. That ball just trying to make a decision on which way to go and falls just out of bounds. Point for Hanson and Fendrick. Brooke back to serve.
Jenny Kropp with a nice touch right there on 2. Sending it into space. Nicely executed. They maintain their lead 17-14. As Kropp is taking the time to fix those sunglasses out there. For those of you just joining us, welcome out. Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series Florida Open Women's Championship, game number 2. We'd like to thank Paul Mitchell for all their support, Spalding, USA Beach Volleyball, and of course, our friends and title sponsor, Jose Cuervo. Here's Jenny Kropp. Nice looking hit right there. Bit of a slip in the sand potentially. 18-14 on the board. Jenny Kropp back to serve yet again. They are down 1 game. And shot there from Brooke Hanson flies out of bounds. So Jenny Kropp yet again, 19-14.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, our men's final coming up after this match. Brooke
Nice touch
Hanson,
right there. Hard angle, huh?
slicing and dicing. Ball catching the line for the point. 15-19 here in game number 2 on a beautiful day in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we'll switch sides. How about a round of applause? Fort Lauderdale, 2015. Pavlik Kropp with the advantage here in game 2. And Whitney Pavlik stepping back to serve. Again, another brilliant cut shot, cross court around the block by Brooke Hanson. 16-20. Game point number 2. Brooke Hanson with a pickup again, ripping off the hands. Pavlik, that scores a point, 17-20. If you're on the corners of the grandstands, ladies and gentlemen, try to let some people through. We still got plenty of seating there. I know we're kind of lining up, so if you're on the corners, just let some people slide through for us. We'd appreciate it. Gonna pack the house here in Fort Lauderdale. Jose Cuervo, Pro Beach Volleyball Series, Florida Open. Brooke Hanson, it's your serve.
Ball flies out of bounds off the knuckle of Jenny Kropp.
18-20. Brooke it back to serve. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a timeout on Stadium Court. What do you think so far, Fort Lauderdale?
Gotta be loving it. I certainly am. This is one of those games that things really piling up. As you can see, Brooke Hanson with an incredible number of kills at 13, Jenny Kropp with 9, Lauren Fendrick 6, Whitney Pavlik with 7, and some other facts, Lauren Fendrick 1 block, a pair of aces each for Fendrick and Hanson, and then 1 for Jenny Kropp. That's going to wrap up kind of our statistics thus far, and really big things so far in the match. And if Jenny Kropp and Whitney Pavlik can pull it off in game number 2, then we'll see that third and final game, but that is still to come. We don't know. Unofficial. What's going to go down, Matt? The drama is just building, the tension in my heart.
One thing's for sure, with the wind really gusting, take a look at the flags here at Stadium Court. Serving has become a real point scoring potential for both teams. You look at the men's semifinal last with a number of aces happening. We saw a total of, 5 so far in this match. So serving becoming important and a great way to score points easily here in this final match. Brooke Hanson will step back out. Fort Lauderdale, let's give our ladies some energy. What do you got?
And there it is, folks. Game number 2 goes to Whitney Pavlik and Jenny Kropp. Great big smack right there from Pavlik. She fires down an 8, good for the point, and we will be having a third and final game.
Absolutely, just the way we like it. And great timeout by Kropp and Pavlik to kind of settle themselves down. Hanson and Fendrick on a little bit of a run. Whitney Pavlik, just a solid pass, great set from her partner, and rips one down the line. Brooke Hanson there, just out of reach. And 21-18 our score, and we're gonna go to a third game. And we're gonna hear from Jenny Kropp. Let's check it out.
Whitney and I have been partners. We're going on our 3rd season together. And basically to get ready for this year, we have a new coach, Barbara Fontana, who played in the Olympics. She was great on the AVP tour. She really knows a lot of the teams still because she competed against them, so we're going to have her in our box at home tournaments and we really think that's going to be a big advantage for us, for her. You know, she's very smart, and she'll be able to help us with our game and help scouting other teams, and I think that's one thing that we didn't have last year that should help us this year.
Well, Jenny Kropp and Whitney Pavlik, third year running playing together, and of course they've got a new coach out there, and definitely looking to really bring the pain out there this season. Quality seasons up fast, up late, and it's been a spectacular deal. They just took game number 2 here in women's championship action. Right here, front and center from the Jose Cuervo Beach Volleyball Series. The Florida Open going down right now. Of course, folks, we have one more game. The winner of this game to 15 will take the championship, take first place, top honors out here. And of course, just following that, we're going to have the men's championship. A stacked bundle coming into that men's double duo. It's going to be wild child without question. And here's a look at some of our ball girls out there just holding it down, all part of the serving contest that's coming up in between the women's and men's championship game. They're just dancing it up, holding it down, keeping it real. All right, ladies, feeling the flow, working it.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a third game to 15 here in Fort Lauderdale. And when we bring our players back out here for that third game, love to hear you make the loudest noise you've made so far for these ladies that are battling out for 2 days straight in the deep sand and the hot sun. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. One more game to 15. Let me hear you, Fort Lauderdale. Give it up for Jenny Kropp, Whitney Pavlik, Brooke Hanson, and Lauren Fendrick. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One game to 15, Fort Lauderdale. Let me hear you make some noise.
Great big hit to kick things off right there from Lauren Fendrick out of UCLA. Big angled shot. That'll score. 1-0. Brooke Hanson serves. Well, with that, the ladies knotted up at 1. Here's Jenny Kropp. Brooke Hanson laying it out right there. Solid defensive attempt right there, but that's going to make things 2-1. Jenny Kropp, Whitney Pavlik currently holding the lead. 3 plays in the rearview mirror. Here comes the fourth serve. Jenny Kropp. On a nice little knuckled push right there. Very hard angle, catching the top of the net, rolling in. It's going to tie things up at 2. Here's Lauren Fendrick.
Pavlik, skying high, ripping it off the block for a point on the side switch. 3-2. Kropp, Pavlik with the lead. If you're just joining us online, we're watching the ladies' final here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida Open. And we're knotted up 1 game apiece. It's 3-2 here in our third game. And of course, we're going to 15. We'll switch sides every 5 points. Rally scoring. We score on every single play. Pavlik back to serve.
Pavlik puts it away.
Nice defensive play by Whitney Pavlik. A little cut shot around the block. Take a look at the replay. Set by Kropp. Pavlik up, a little dicey around the block, landing in for the points. 4-2. Service sales just out. 3-4 on the board. Brooke Hanson of Ventura, California, former defensive player of the year. Back to serve. Brooke Hanson with the dig. Nice little roll shot over the block, away from the defender. Scoring the point for all. Game number 3. Brooke back to serve.
And Jenny Kropp almost bringing that back in. That's going to be a point, for the Californians. Brooke Hanson and Lauren Fendrick. And UC Santa Barbara's own Brooke Hanson set back to serve. And the opportunity being taken right now, cleaning some sunglasses, getting everything locked, loaded, and ready.
5-4 the score. Fendrick and Hanson. Brooke Hanson with 15 kills so far this match. Brooke stepping back to serve. Whitney Pavlik. Outstanding pass off a tough serve, then a nice little roll shot over the block, out of reach. And take a look at the stats. Fendrick, 7 kills, block 2 aces. Brooke Hanson, 15 and 2 aces. Jenny Kropp, 9 kills, an ace. Whitney Pavlik, 12 kills.
Oh, and the stab right there from Whitney Pavlik. Nicely placed shot from Lauren Fendrick. Right in that backcourt area. Nice little top rollie. And Fendrick is back to serve
on the scoreboard. Outstanding defensive play by Brooke Hanson, picking up the line shot, then ripping it off the tape. We'll take a look at that. Brooke Hanson stretching out the dig. Great set by partner Fendrick. Brooke up. Scoring off the tape for the point. 7-5. And Lauren serve finds the net. 6-7 here in game number 3. And all of our matches here on Stadium Court today have been fantastic. Whitney Pavlik back to serve.
Jenny Kropp with a nice touch right there off the well-passed ball. From the arms of Whitney Pavlik, solid stuff right there for them.
Another great dig from Pavlik. Whitney Pavlik, 2 fantastic digs, and dropping the sledgehammer across court for the point on the line as we switch sides. 8-7 on the board. How we doing out there, Fort Lauderdale? And you guys have been great. Thank you for coming out here and supporting us today. Pavlik back to serve.
And the shot from Lauren Fendrick going wide there. That's going to make things 9-7. Whitney Pavlik to serve.
Whitney Pavlik, outstanding defensive display. High looping ball in the corner for the point, 10-7. We have a timeout here in game 3. Give it up, Fort Lauderdale. Now as we take a look at the stats again, Brooke Hanson leading the way with 16 kills, 2 aces. Lauren Fendrick, 8 kills, a block, 2 aces. Jenny Kropp, 10 kills and an ace. Whitney Pavlik, 14 kills, and again, Hanson and Pavlik both with a number of digs to make this women's final super exciting here in Fort Lauderdale. Matt Romanowski alongside Luke Van Halen.
Hey, you know, it's frequently confused with Van Halen, and you know, if Uncle Eddie were here, he'd let me know, you know, it's just, don't worry about that. No big deal. So solid stuff right out here so far in game 3 from both sides of the net. Huge defensive plays, some big aces, major big blocks coming out throughout the match. We'll see what happens out here. Women's Championship, game number 3 underway right here. Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series Florida Open, and the ladies are taking back to the court. Stepping back to serve things up at a 10-7 lead is Whitney Pavlik.
Outstanding dig. We'll take a look at the replay. Pavlik laying out. Set by Kropp. Lauren Fendrick with authority. Down the line, 8-11.
Solid stuff right there from Fendrick. Here's Brooke Hanson, 8-11. Jenny Kropp, a nice big angle shot, finding the sand right there. That's going to score 12-8. A 4-point lead right now. And a side change underway out there, folks. Jenny Kropp stepping back into the launch pad. The 18th panel, Jose Cuervo branded Spalding Beach Volleyball in her clutches. And big hit right there, unable to control the pass. That one flies high and long. And big things underway here, folks. Game 3 action. We'd like to welcome all of you joining us online here from Fort Lauderdale. Lauren Fendrick. Ooh, a couple of quick stabs right there, almost returning the ball. But that will score 13-9 on the board right now. Here's Pavlik. And Kropp buries it. Off a great looking set from Whitney Pavlik. Kropp sends it back court down the line. And we have game, set, match point. Ball flies long right there. That's going to make things 10-14. Still match point. Brooke Hanson to serve. they have done it. Team of Whitney Pavlik and Jenny Kropp take top honors at the Jose Cuervo Pro Beach Volleyball Series Florida Open right here from Fort Lauderdale. Huge round of applause, Fort Lauderdale. Give it up for both teams out there. Brooke Hanson and Lauren Fendrick playing spectacular ball throughout the weekend. Big ups to them for that second place finish. But standing triumphantly atop the podium, Whitney Pavlik and Jenny Kropp.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, stick around for just a few moments for our presentation and, of course, our men's final coming up here at Fort Lauderdale.
And let's take a look back at the replay there of championship point. Here's Brooke Hanson looking to fire in a very tough serve. Top spinning ball flies just outside the line right there. And that is beautiful. Glorious stuff out there, folks. Of course, Whitney Pavlik and Jenny Kropp have been talking a lot about how they have a new coach, how they've worked hard in the past 3 years to be as, basically compatible as possible. They've had just an insatiable ability to work together and achieve those wins fairly routinely, and today was a perfect example of just that. Unbelievable stuff, and folks, as we mentioned, we have the men's final still on the way out there, which is going to be truly exciting stuff, so do stay tuned for that. That's coming up right around the corner, and we can see if the gents are ready to really rock it and send it to the moon out there. Winds continue to pick up, which always adds to the intensity, the tension, and the general drama of what we see out here in non-stop hardcore pro beach volleyball action, all part of the Jose Cuervo Tour. Beautiful stuff. Of course, coming up in a couple of weeks, we'll be out in Belmar, New Jersey for the second stop. After that, making our way onward to Chicago, and then 3 stops taking place in the beach cities of California. It's all about making your presence known out there throughout the tour. It's amazing stuff. And don't forget, folks, all of you out here, NBC Sports Network will be hosting coverage of this particular event June 10th. So June 10th on NBC Sports Network, folks. Be sure to tune in. Of course, you may get a chance to see yourself out there throwing down, keeping it real, shouting, and letting your presence be known right here on a beautiful day. Thunderstorms were thought to be on the way, but man, not the case, and I ain't whining. I'll tell you that much. Beautiful stuff out there. We'd like to thank our whole crew for everything as we push closer and closer to the men's final. And once again, thanks to all our athletes that have competed out here in women's championship action. We have a serving contest coming up here shortly, which we'll give you more information on as time transpires. It's not quite yet, but it certainly is on the way. For those of you checking things out. Hey, how we doing over there in the VIP area? You guys all right? You feeling it? Getting it done. All right. Just hanging out, catching a bronze, take a break in the shade, do what you got to do. And right now, folks, we want to send it down to my partner in crime, Mr. Matt Romanowski. Matt, you with us?
Oh, we're excited to be down here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to introduce your Jose Cuervo champions. Give it up for Whitney Pavlik and Jenny Kropp. Come on out here, ladies. Hey, Jose Cuervo started this whole thing back in the 70s, and they're still here supporting beach volleyball. If you ladies want to slide over there. Brian Radix, the brand director of Jose Cuervo, is going to hand the check over to you girls. How about a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Your Florida Open champions. Jenny Kropp and Whitney Pavlik. Ladies, a rematch of last year's Florida tournament, and talk about how important this win is for both of you.
Brooke and Lauren are a great team, so we knew it was going to be a battle. They came out in the first game super strong. Made us a little nervous, but I think we had the fight in us to the end, and Whitney played great defense, and it was important for us to win this game.
I was just going to say, Whitney, outstanding defensive play. Talk about your play today in the finals.
Jenny put up a great block, and so she took away her area. I had a lot of court, but then I knew where it was going to go, and just kept going for every ball to see what happens.
Great job, guys. Congratulations. Give it up, Fort Lauderdale, your Jose Beach Series, Florida Open champions. Congratulations, ladies. Great job.
Well, thank you very much, Matt. Exceptional stuff from those gals out there. And folks, stay with us because we got a serving contest and the men's championship coming at you when we come back.